right, everybody, we are moving from confusion to confidence, going about the squat. So what we're learning how to do is embody the movement. So what I want you to remember is that we're not doing strength training at the moment. We are doing embodiment training. So this is not the form you are going to continue to have as you load this particular movement, right? So our technique is going to shift and change, as does the load and goal changes, right? So first we're focusing on embodiment. All right, so let's talk about the setup, and we have a couple of different examples. We have a supported body weight squat, and then we have an unsupported body weight squat. So they both sort of set up the same. The difference is that the counterbalances are different. So the counterbalance on the supported squat is the support, the bar. We're going to use that to help ground us, and as we get a little bit more advanced, we're going to take the bar away and we're going to use our arms to help to counterbalance us. Now, the setup is much different than we might do a loaded squat, because as you saw, what did I do? Well, I got my feet grounded first, so I'm going to move from the bottom up, right? And then I'm going to bring the hips slightly back. So I'm bringing it slightly back so it takes the confusion out of the movement a lot of times. A lot of times when we go from this kind of movement where we're back and we come forward, even this shift back throws people off a lot. So we're going to keep the hips almost in the same place the whole time. We are going to just relax the rib cage. We're not going to flare the rib cage, because when we flare the rib cage, that sometimes enforces reactivity. We're also going to keep the chin down. That's going to help us stay in the moment and embody the movement. And this is also a reactive movement. Usually we are reacting to something when our chin flies up like that. And lastly, you might even use the bottom of the squat, right? Because we're shorter at that point in time, we're smaller at that point in time. We're going to ground ourselves sometimes at the bottom, so it's okay to take the pause. We don't have to move in this perfect cadence when we go through this, because, right, we're not loaded, right? We just want to embody the movement. We're going to let our back round. We're going to let it do whatever it wants. So the main thing that I'm looking at when you do this squat is how your feet are contacting the floor, where your weight is distributed, and what your hips do. And can you somehow find your hamstrings and glutes as you go through this movement? And if you want more tips like these, or motivation, or you want to subscribe to my monthly newsletter where I'm hopefully going to keep you motivated with all kinds of embodiment tips, nutrition, etc., just go ahead up to that link tree on the page, right? Or you can go right to my website at independencefitcoach.com and hit newsletter. And you'll also get my breakthrough video with that, which is a 17-minute video showing you 4 different exercises that address these particular techniques.